notifications. I don't care about this anymore. So hello everybody, my name is Anthony. Welcome back to Let's Play HOI4 as the German Empire. So the World War II kind of ended. We beat the Soviets, we beat the French. We also beat like the Czechs and the Romanians and all the other people just joined the communists, and I don't really know why they did. But we left the Allies. We formed our own league. It has a bunch of members actually. Most of the Baltics joined in the league, which is good. I did give these guys their territory back, or I gave them this territory, but I don't know if I'm going to stop occupying it. I really don't know how it works. Return territory. Like, I'm not too sure. It might just transfer back to them at the end of the month. We'll see. Well, I mean, I'm not really promoting Twitch. Cause I would actually prefer people watch on YouTube. It's just uploading VODs from Twitch to YouTube is just 1,000 times easier than doing it on YouTube, which is a pain in the ass. But like I said, I would kind of prefer people watch on YouTube. But I have a bunch of troops right now that are in Russia. They're in kind of just everywhere. And I kind of have to I have to get everything sorted out properly. Because this is now not considered occupied territory, so we don't need these garrison units right now. Which is one... Are you the garrison army? Okay, you're not actually needed anymore. But I don't know what else to do with you at the moment. Because most of these guys are just bad. So we're going to have them just garrison, like, this part of Germany. It's fine. And just delete everything else. Yeah, just like garrison here. It's fine. So we have the Yellow Army, which is you. You are kind of preparing for an attack into you. Are you a puppet of ours? Okay, Spain is part of our German League, which is fantastic. The Green Army is over here by Poland. That's kind of okay. Red's ready for Austria. Yeah, most of these guys are just kind of in like awkward spots. So where are you going? You're going up here. So Finland is part of our league. They're part of our faction, which is good. So the Green Army is kind of okay where it is. You guys, because Yugoslavia is part of our faction, I think they're a puppet of ours. We might actually wait a little bit of time so that either more people join our faction, or people will leave Italy's faction, because Poland right now, or maybe not Poland. Who's allied to Austria right now? Is it just these guys? Well, most of them are actually fascist, which is not great. Poland might leave the Austrian or Italians because they're not fascist, which has some way on how the AI prioritizes being in alliances, basically. So Poland might leave, but because Hungary and these guys are both fascist, they're probably not going to leave. So to get some troops in Yugoslavia. Who are you? Are you part of this army? You guys will actually are going to front line. No, not against Lithuania, because Lithuania right now is a pretty much our friend. Because they're not actively against us. So you guys can go here. Green is still, I think, fine. Purple doesn't have much of a plan right now. So you're actually going to frontline in... Delete this. You're going to frontline in Ukraine. Against the Polish. We have this blue army, which I don't know... Because... Turkey, are you part of a faction? I don't remember. No, you're not part of any faction, which is good. So they can maybe help us in the future. Chances are they're not. And then we have you. You are our panzer divisions we actually never really got to use. The blue army right now, I'm probably going to have you frontline like right here in the Hungary. I don't know how exactly you're going to get there. Did the game crash? Oh, okay, it didn't. Fantastic. Okay, no, just giving people the territory I wanted them to have. Wonderful. So yes, we gave this territory to Finland. We made Ukraine pretty large. Georgia and Azerbaijan are also pretty okay. They don't have any troops, and I don't know when they're going to get troops. But we shall see. So who do we want to focus on first? Probably not the Allies. UK has actually generated the most world tension, which is surprising. I'm guessing because they were the leader of the Allies at the end of the war. They got all the aggressive expansion or the world tension. So for the most part, people are actually pretty okay with us, which is fine by me. The United States joined the Allies. That's a little bit annoying, but it's fine for us. I don't know if the United States is going to have anything to declare war on us. Like, that would be awkward. No division basic training. We have exiled divisions. No, they're getting home eventually, so that's fine. For right now, actually, the Blue Army... No, you're 46. So if I try to make you front line, you're actually going to lose supplies. So you guys are actually going to frontline the entirety of this, like, French border here. And, that's fine. AI is doing shit. It doesn't really matter to us right now. And I want to probably, like, an offensive line. Like, not too far. Like, we already control Paris, which is pretty alright. Actually, we'll push our way, like, to Bordeaux. Like that. Because, once again, Spain is our ally. Portugal did not choose a side. Italy is our adversary, and they actually are quite powerful, which kind of sucks. But really, it's like, I want to attack the Austrians, because we need Austria to actually complete the, our objective of forming the HRE. Well, this is actually... Okay, so it's not really exactly an alternate universe. It is... We just fought a major war against the Soviets and the French. And now we're kind of dealing with the post-war situation, which is just going to lead to basically World War II Part 2. And that's fine by me. Are you part of the Allies? You are, which is actually really annoying. Because right now, I have to kind of balance... Well, that's not great for us. But I kind of have to balance this Italian faction and the British faction against us. Because we are going to go to war with both of them eventually. Actually, do we need Luxembourg? I think we do, which is going to put us in direct confrontation with the Allies. Because other than that, we could have theoretically ignored... Yeah, we do need Luxembourg. If we had Luxembourg before, we could have actually just ignored the entirety of the Allies and just focused on Italy. But I do have a feeling that if we attack anybody, the Allies are going to attack us regardless, so... It's difficult to say. Like, Japan's in their own faction, they're not going to do anything to help us. And they might not ever even get engaged in any conflict. Russia hates us, and we hate them. But they definitely do not like us at all. Non-aligned. It's a major nation. If that's only -8 for reasons to join our faction. But because they're not aligned, they actually don't want to do anything. Lithuania is close. Like, very close. Not aligned. Neither neutral foreign policy, base reluctance. If we could threaten Lithuania more, I believe that they would join our faction. And maybe when more German troops move into our actual territory, be pretty alright. Like, we have a lot of puppet states. I believe so. I don't know which one states puppets. Yeah, we have a bunch of puppet states. I mean, there are a handful of countries that are not puppets that are actually in our league, which is pretty alright. So 2.7 million manpower. We're not training anybody. We have a stupid amount of guns from production, foreign equipment. So we probably just want to train a bunch of infantry divisions. 24, 48. Let's get 72. That's enough for 3 armies? No, not for... Yeah, 3 armies. And because it's just because we have so much rifles just available. I know we need, like, motorized and stuff for these guys as well. Only 20, a little bit of anti-tank and a little bit of artillery, which really is not that much, all things considered. Like, they already have most of their... They have 94% of their material already, so that's good. And we'll just basically use them as just kind of just like throwing men at the battlefield whenever we need to in the future. And I feel like that's an okay way to go. You know, let's throw them against Italy, throw them against the Hungarians, the Polish, the whoever. Because I'm pretty sure the AI never demobilizes, ever. So it's not like they're ever going to make less men than they have now. I mean, the Allies are actually probably the weaker of the two factions. Belgium, you know, has maybe like 15 brigades. The British only have like 60. And they were just in the biggest war ever. But Britain didn't do anything. So they're pretty weak. And I feel like if we were going to attack anybody, I want to say we would attack the Allies first. But that means we have to deal with the United States. Because they're definitely considered a major power. Country list. Who are the major countries right now? China. Germany, Italy, Russia, Japan, Tanatuva, because they're technically leader of the Comintern by themselves. Good work there. I still like there's two Chinas. I wonder if that's ever going to solve itself. Maybe eventually, but who knows. So we have free military factories. So we need more motorized. We need more artillery. Like, we need a lot of motorized, actually. How many factories do we have? Oh, like, we have a decent amount. So throw like a few more here. More on light tanks when we need them. We're not researching anything either. So what can we do? It's 1941. It's almost 1942. So even though these are 31% penalty, they're still actually researching relatively quickly. But I think I'd rather wait until at least December to get any of the stuff in 1942 started. Military police. I don't think we even have any signal company stuff like that. Maybe we want them, but I don't know if it's really that important. Most of these planes until 1944, which doesn't really help us. Let's get some decryption. And it looks like Italy's just fighting Yugoslavia, which is bad for us because Yugoslavia's in our faction. So we do need to worry about that. If anything, I might actually pull these guys out of Yugoslavia and throw them on the front line in here. Mostly because if war breaks out with Italy over this justification that they're doing right now, Yugoslavia is dead. We're not going to be able to save them. And I'm pretty sure Yugoslavia, they have no troops. They have a decent amount of factories, but they don't have a lot of manpower. And I don't even know if they have that many good resources. That's not, what's you? Yeah, like, they don't really have too much for us. I mean, they have good stuff out here, but it's really not super important. And does importing stuff from your satellites help you, or does it make things worse? Or not worse, but, like, do you get a benefit from importing from trade partners? Like, buy 50, we get 1. Okay. So for 1 civilian factory. Okay. Oh, so I can basically just trade and get everything from my satellite states. Oh, that's nice. We won't get as much as we need from Azerbaijan as I would like. But basically 1 factory gets us all the stuff we need, which is actually pretty good. I did not know that was the case. And actually going to just enough oil. Rubber. Is there anybody who's my puppet that I can trade with easily? No. If there's a war between us and the Allies right now, the Dutch would be neutral. So I want to buy as much as I can from them. Fantastic. So basically I can just get all the resources from our satellite states basically for free, which is pretty good. I can't attack Austria right now because Austria will join a faction. Whether or not they join the Italians or they join the Allies, I don't know. But they will join a faction. I would lean maybe more towards the... Maybe they would join the Italians because they're right there. But I don't think the AI even takes that into consideration at all. Industrial research time, electronics... Yeah, I mean, most of the stuff we were already pretty much good on. No national focus set. Infrastructure and construction speed. The west wall we don't even need. And actually, I think we do want to kind of start getting our way towards nukes. I don't know how... When does the next level of nukes actually become available? 1943, so we're still a little bit off from that. We haven't actually finished researching the stage 1. It's going to take another 40 days. Which is not too long. But it's, you know, it is still a bit of a wait. Apparently, also, we still need more oil. And there's nobody else I'm set. Okay, no. Ecuador, Poland. Poland is 2, but that's not worth the time. Venezuela, I'm pretty sure will not be joining a faction, so we can ally them. If anything, once again, they would probably join the Italians because they're both fascist. Can I see how close you are to getting your fabrication? It's completed May 1st, 1942. So we have a few months. Once again, assuming that Italy actually uses the... oh, I still have the TD bug. I need to turn that off. Because I was giving these territories to the countries, which I could not do, you know, through standard game means. So your offensive line is basically just to take here. Your front line also needs to be a bit longer, like that. You're not happy, though. What's wrong with you? Still preparing an opposition. Okay, that's fine. That's not really anything I need to concern myself with. You guys seem fine. You guys seem A-okay. You guys don't have a plan, and right now your plan is big. I mean, you have a very big front line. And I would like to... I mean, it's also, like, entirely mountains here, which sucks. And you're not confident... because of the large river crossing. Your first objective is basically just take to the river. Purple, your first objective. These guys are actually taking attrition, and we're not even at war. Your first objective is basically going to, once again... Nope, I want this province. Thank you. Is just push to that river. Like that. There we go. I feel like that's a pretty good stage 1. Hello, Despacito 99. I feel like... I mean... Antilla, where are you? You don't have a battle plan right now. Your offensive line is basically just take Budapest and... the major Hungarian cities. And we can improve our anti-tank weapons, so we'll do that right away. Reserve slot available. 19... Okay, what's... November 26th, I feel like now, 166 days. I feel like waiting the extra month is not worth the wait. Yes, right now I am Germany. There's actually a lot of Italians on our border. It's funny, even though there's that many Italians, my general does not consider them to be a major threat. And I don't know where these Estonians are going. Estonia is in our faction, which is good to know. Italy is basically really cut off from the rest of their faction. And I would like to get troops over to the Caucasus. Because right now I feel like they're a little bit exposed. Maybe would be the right word for it. Do you have troops? You still don't. You have no manpower? How do you have 968 men? Ukraine, are you okay? I don't think so. Finland at least has divisions, but they have no manpower. You guys also have no manpower, but you do have divisions, and that's good. I feel like most of my satellites are not... like, can I just give them equipment? Like, are they training troops? Like, Spain, I don't know what you're doing. At all. It's a weird situation. We'll see. I could probably justify a war goal on them 125 days. I don't have the political power to do it. But I do think just waiting at least... Do I wait for Italy to declare war? Or do I declare war on them first? I would like to wait until these guys are all ready to at least deploy. Because I think most of them are getting most... Okay, they don't have enough motorized equipment, and that's kind of understandable. We do have a bunch of... Like, do you have motorized in you? What are you? No, you just have a bunch of random assault guns and stuff. And you're not big armies. I mean, it is 46 divisions that make us look bigger than we actually are. Because right now, it says we have 219 divisions, but 46 of those are just, these guys, just kind of hanging out. Which is not